Welcome to Thinker Into. What I want to talk about today is how to adapt and the performance of those old school cinema projector. I'm talking about big theaters, cinema theaters, projectors from the era where cinema was shot with film, with 35 millimeter or super 35 millimeter films. Those lenses were used in those very big cinema theaters, projectors, to project the movie on the screen. Some of those were used in conjunction with anamorphic lenses. Some of those were used as spherical lenses. But regardless, they can work alone as spherical lenses. And what I'm doing here is adapting them to use in my Canon camera. So to that, well, I have to take some measures and find out some adapters that work well, and put some helicoids and some bayonets compatible with the Canon system. So all of them are different and they have particularities, and I'm going to talk about some of them today. And I've picked two of them, those two here. I picked them to ride with my camera and took some shots, and I will show to you later on this series, let's call it like that. But I'll talk about all of those that I'm currently working. I have some others that I'll look at them in the future. But here, just for sake of explaining what they are, this is a Schneider 70 millimeter f2.0. So it's a very compact lenses. The Schneider lenses, they are the Super Schneider Cinelux, I think. They are really great lenses, really great lenses, and they used to be compact. So depending on the millimeters, they are easy to adapt. Depending on the millimeters, they are kind of harder to adapt. So I have this 70. It's quite easy to adapt, and you see how compact the system is. This is a that I put on the front of the lens. Is just a hood that I attached. The lenses in it is like this small, right? It's really small. But all of those lenses, it's nice that you put a hood on them, because they were not made for be used as taking lenses, or as spherical lenses in cinema cameras. They are projector lenses, so they are really prone to flare. So it's really nice to protect them a bit from direct sun, so that they are a bit more controlled in terms of failing flares, those kind of stuff. They're a little bit nasty. So this is a really nice one. It's the 7 millimeter. This is a tricky pony. It is an excellent lens, and I've managed to adapt it to my Micro Four Thirds system, and I also managed to adapt it to my Canon EOS R system. But now I'm working on the way to adapt it to the Canon C300 that has the big old school bayonet from the Canon EF era. So what happens with these lenses is that it has a very short flange, focus distance. So in order to adapt, I removed this piece of metal here from the lenses, and only with the bare glass here, without any support, I was able to achieve focus at the infinity with the C300. So what I decided to do is to go into go with some sanding, with my sanding machine, and I sanded all this part of the lenses so that I can remain with the structural part, fixing the glass in place here, but I have removed as much as possible of element of metal from this part of the lens, so that I have tested it already, but I have ordered from China the helicoids and those stuff to put in here and see how it work. When it arrives, we test it. But I'm just showing to you guys what is coming in terms of what I'm currently working at. See how thin, I don't know if you guys can see how thin I have managed to leave of metal from this part of this piece. So in this way, from in this part of the camera, or the C300 camera, is where the pins for the electronic connectors for all the electronic stuff with the lenses are. I'm not using that, so I have put in this tape here, just for sake of protecting all the electronics and do not connect, because it was doing some, when the connectors were touching here, they were giving some errors. So with this tape, there's no problem. And I think it will be nice, really nice. So what lens is this? This is a Isco Ultra Star, the red one, the HD Plus. So this is the last generation of the Isco lenses. After that, Isco brand was bought by Schneider. But this is a really awesome lenses. It's a 45 millimeter. And if I manage to adapt it to the Canon C300, I think it's gonna be great. This one is one that I also managed to go for a walk today. It's Isco, but from the previous generation. This is the third generation of Isco Ultra Stars, so it's the red version. This is the dark gold version, so it's the second generation. This is an 80 millimeter, and I have managed to attach. This is a part of a Isco anamorphic lenses that I removed. Now I'm using it here as a hood. Okay, that's okay. So this one is an Isco also, second generation from the. Similar to this one, but this is a 90 millimeter lenses, and also I've managed to put a hood on top of it. So this is this big. All of them are f2. All of those are f2. So f2, all of them. This one, it's a very particular one. This is a Isco 125 millimeter. This is a Isco 35. It's called Isco Film 35 to 70. It's a lens for very large theaters. So enough with that. I'll show you guys now some bit of the footage that I hope this is useful. Bye.
by the side in the darkest night. By side. I wish you were. I wish you were.